Welcome to Karnes County, which is 50 miles southeast of San Antonio in central Texas and the seventh top oil and gas producing county in the United States. Residents have reported an increase in chronic health problems coinciding with the oil and gas boom starting in 2010. In connection with these symptoms, I want to warn that there's a slightly graphic image on the next slide of a bloody towel. Folks in Karnes tell me everything is worse at night when you can see black prairie hills dotted with bright flares burning off excess gas. Flares with trails of black smoke usually indicate incomplete combustion, releasing particulate matter and volatile organic compounds, called VOCs, that are also emitted from oil and gas activity like fracking, drilling, petroleum processing, and transportation, and are linked with human health problems. Nighttime is when government regulators are less likely to come and check up on sites, but workers are busy. How often do you experience a gushing nosebleed? In Pennsylvania, environmental health scientists interviewed 108 residents near oil and gas development, 29% of which reported frequent nosebleeds. As a health symptom, gushing nosebleeds are indistinguishable as they're located within a sensory organ, the nose, and marked by bright red blood. I'm only discussing one metric in the study here, but as a whole, Colorado state health scientists labeled the study as having low-quality evidence, with limitations being self-reported health symptoms, and that this population is not generalizable to a broader population. Yet, this study resonates with Karnes residents. One evening, a family texted me this photo of a bloody rag from a gushing nosebleed. A couple nights later, they showed me the large flare behind their house burning strongly. I describe community-generated data like these photos, videos, and our air samples as civically valid since they move beyond the limits of scientific legitimation. Combined with scientifically valid data, civically valid data helps piece together fuller pictures of exposure. These pictures have many places to go. Neighbors, media outlets, town halls, in the hands of regulators and agency personnel, other scientists, and yes, my dissertation. This project in Karnes began as a collaboration between the Wiley Lab at Northeastern University and activists from organizations Earthworks and Shale Test. We started developing community-friendly photopaper sensors to measure the toxic gas hydrogen sulfide, or H2S, and we made birdhouses to disguise and co-locate the photopaper with other H2S sensors used by scientists. Then we took grab samples of VOCs, linking them with residents' reported health symptoms. We published the VOC data in a report called Hazards in the Air, which led to a town hall report back, the formation of a community group, Karnes Area Residents for the Environment, and an interview with Earthworks organizer Priscilla Villa by the major news outlet Telemundo. During this time, we were working on a paper about the photopaper as a scientifically valid, community-based method to measure H2S. This was published in the Air Sensors International Conference Special Issue for Atmospheric Environment. And this is the conference where I, by chance, won a month-long lease for a real-time VOC monitor from a startup called Omniscient in a raffle. This moment helped us to continue VOC monitoring in Karnes as H2S measurements there were below thresholds, and we had been using low-cost diffusive sampling tubes to measure VOCs in Karnes already. However, the VOC results were not very significant. As engineers from Omniscient reported this to me, they noted black gunk in the tube and filter leading into the instrument. They suggested that it was black carbon, a kind of particulate matter produced by malfunctioning flares. This looked like a little black specks on the back of the participant's home and the Omniscient monitor itself, which made me very nervous to send it back. The whole time, the skunk was right in front of our eyes. Through an ongoing chain of chance, I found engineers that had developed a community-centered black carbon monitor, and they gave us a free week-long loan. We're still waiting on the results. Leading to my reflection on the digital Anthropocene, I see this story as one of ongoing scientific serendipity, made possible by continuing monitoring based on participant experiences instead of stopping when our results were insignificant. As we approach this air monitoring through a lens of environmental data justice, the aim is to improve the lived experiences of Karnes residents